So when it comes to manifestation, you really truly manifest from two states, from two identities. You either manifest from love, which means I always get what I want, I'm the person that always get what I want, or you manifest from hate towards yourself. This manifests as I never get what I want, I'm not gonna get my manifestation. So let's analyze a little and understand, what do you actually do when you love yourself? So how do you actually understand that you love yourself and you will manifest the best circumstances and the experiences that you desire? Or you, not to say hate yourself, but you just make yourself, I don't know, a victim. So the best proof of self-love is when you allow yourself to have your manifestations. You understand that you love yourself when you don't think against your manifestation. So let's just say, for example, I always get what I want, I love myself, therefore I'm going to allow myself to have my manifestation. I'm not going to find fault with myself. I know that I'm the only source, and I know that everything that I want, it's already mine because I said so, because I'm source of my reality, because I'm the boss of this matrix, because I'm the operant power, because I'm God. Now, you hate yourself, as to speak, I don't like using this word, but you actually go against yourself when you start finding fault with yourself and you start inventing excuses and reasoning, and when you start inventing reasons for why you cannot have your manifestation. For example, there is competition out there. I'm not the only choice. My specific person will never choose me because maybe I'm not tall, or maybe I'm not thin, or I don't have the money, or there is someone else. This is the way that you self-sabotage yourself. This is the way that you go against yourself. And this is not the way of God, because God is unconditional love. God loves itself first. So what you need to understand is that you need to show up for yourself, and you need to show up as the God creator of your reality. Now, you've decided to love yourself, you decided to accept that your manifestation is yours. Now, what do you do in the 3D? How do you act in your 3D? What attitude do you have in the 3D? So the attitude you have in the 3D is you basically stop yourself from behaviors that show you that you are not your higher self. So I'm just going to give an example. Let's just say a random example. Let's just say that I wanted to see what the what impression I made over someone that I like. And instead of going there and ask them, like, did you like me, basically, do you like me, I'm not going to sit around and behave like a human being in my 3D. I'm going to remind myself, therefore I'm going to stop myself from acting in the 3D, from a mindset that says they say if they like me, I'm powerless, I'm basically at the mercy of their decision. So what I do is I stop myself and I say, wait, why would I even have to question this? Like, why would I even have to take this attitude in the 3D? Can't I just assume they like me? Can't I just assume they're impressed with me? Can't I just assume that they love me? Why do I have to go and ask for proof? Like, is it even going to matter? It's not going to matter. Because I did have a friend, and she was a friend for many years, and she used to say that she was in the process of manifesting her specific person, but she would say that, okay, I know I'm God, I know that I create everything, but in the 3D she would go it to see whether his car was there, or whether he was with someone else, or whether he was entertaining other people. So she was acting in the 3D. Her attitude in the 3D was the one of, I'm a victim, I'm not creating my reality, so I'm chasing him because I don't believe that I'm loved. So she was actually self-sabotaging. She was sabotaging the manifestation because she was showing up as a victim. She was showing up as someone that is not loved, that is not chosen. Because if you truly were chosen and if you truly were loved, would you actually behave as a person that is not loved? No, you wouldn't. You would sit back, you would relax, you would know that your manifestation is yours. So during the day, what you have to do from now on for the rest of your life, during your day, you have to consciously choose to show up as yourself, to show up as your true self. Constantly decide and constantly choose to love yourself. And I'm not talking about flip-flopping your thoughts, because this is crazy insanity. I'm just trying to, like, when you get the urge to take some action in the 3D, question yourself, like, is this what God would do? Is this how God would think? Would God think like that? Would God even go and question their hologram, like, do you love me? No, of course not. I'm God. I decide if you love me or not, because you are responsible of your specific person's feeling. You are responsible of their thoughts. You are the one responsible of their fate. Because, to be honest, your specific person cannot manifest anything. Your specific person cannot take action towards you unless you command them to. Like, they cannot manifest anything, and this means they don't have a life of their own. They don't have a life of their own outside of you. They are simply at your command. So you're responsible for their lives. You're responsible for their actions. You're a source of their actions. So if your specific person comes and tells you, I don't like you, you were responsible for that reflection, because for them to tell you this, it means that you were in a state that you were in a state that said, I don't love myself, so for any reason they could go into someone else. And now here comes another question, and ask yourself, who is better than you? Like, why would they choose someone else? Who is better than you? No one is better than you, because you're a source, you're God. How can anybody be better than you? Like, you're the creator of worlds. No one can actually be better than you. No one can actually replace you, because you're irreplaceable. Sorry, my English. But you get these thoughts and you get to show up to yourself first, because you're your main priority. You get these thoughts when you start truly loving yourself and not hurting yourself, and not how to call it, not disrespecting yourself, because thinking against yourself and making yourself be so low and having a poor image of yourself and thinking that you're good for nothing, and that, as a comment I had on TikTok today, like, I'm the problem in the relationship, and they're upset. What do you mean you're the problem in the relationship? How the fuck can you be the problem in the relationship? You're fucking God. So this kind of mindset that goes against, and to be honest, you don't even like the mindset. You don't even like when you're in a victim mindset, but you still choose it unconsciously because maybe it feels more comfortable, okay? But you don't even like it. Like, it doesn't feel good. So it doesn't feel good because it's not who you are. It's you going against yourself. It's you not loving yourself. It's you disrespecting yourself. So first of all, have yourself in high regards, because you're a source. Your whole world revolves around you. If you only knew how amazing you are simply for creating this world, like how amazing you are simply for existing, you wouldn't even question yourself. My suggestion is, allow yourself to see your true power, and allow yourself to see how magnificent you are. Allow yourself to see how divine and perfect and fulfilled you are. Stop putting yourself down. Stop viewing yourself as low. Stop going against yourself. It doesn't feel good. So the feeling of it not feeling good, it's there for a reason, right? You're here to experience all that you've created for yourself. You're not here to diminish your light. You're not here to play small. You're here to understand who you truly are. You're here to love yourself, because God is unconditional love. So love yourself unconditionally. Before even bothering and questioning yourself, what is ABC thinking, bother yourself with yourself. Bother yourself with your own mind. Bother yourself with your own identity. Bother yourself with your own happiness, because as long as the master is happy, all the holograms are happy too. So instead of you constantly focusing on what the other person is doing, what the other person is experiencing, like, why does anyone else get to manifest? They don't get to manifest. You manifest it for them. Instead of bothering yourself with other people and other things, bother yourself with you. You must be your main priority, because the world revolves around you. It doesn't revolve around them. Your 3D has only one master, and this is you. Your 3D doesn't have your SP as master. You understand? Till next time, I love you guys. Love yourselves.